Hey, so I know that for some of you here, this video will be the reason that some of you are able to become full-time musicians. And I don't care if you've been making music for years professionally or if you're just getting started. These 5 habits are literally the exact reason that I was able to create a full-time music performance business as an average musician and ultimately be able to work with people I love, work with clients I love, and ultimately be able to work on projects that I'm interested in. Now, some of these habits might resonate with you, some of them not so much, but either way, if you stay to the end of the video, I will be pointing you towards a resource that'll make implementing all this so much easier for you than it was for me. Now, the first habit I have to share with you all is meeting new people and sometimes asking dumb questions. I'll give you a few examples. Shortly after I started my string quartet, I noticed that we were really busy, but at the same time I noticed I wasn't making very much. So for a while I was discouraged until I got this great idea. Hey, why don't I go see if there's some great examples of musicians who are doing well who I can learn from? So I kid you not, I went through every page of Google, called up the musicians who look legit to see what I could learn from them. Awkward? Yes. Fruitful? Very. I'll give you another example. Getting on preferred vendor lists with venues early on when I started our string quartet was a primary reason we were able to fill our calendars extremely quickly. How do we do it? Good old awkward cold email. I'll show it to you here. Definitely had room for improvement. You get the gist, but it did the trick. Believe it or not, I'm a very antisocial person, but being forced to perform with people in orchestras throughout high school and university, you get to meet a lot of great people and you get to make a lot of great music. Habit number 2 on the list is the habit of learning new skills. So I'm going to be real with you all. If the only skill that you want to develop as a musician is the skill to make music, then the only person who's really going to enjoy your music is going to be you. And the reason for that is because it's the skills that go around our music. That's what really connects our music to other people. Skills like learning how to market, learning how to make content, learning how to do sales, learning how to take care of customers, manage a team, do bookkeeping, accounting, design, the list goes on and on and on. And for some of us, a lot of those things don't sound like a ton of fun, but maybe some of them do. What's important is to make sure that you're always learning the skill of how to hire and delegate for the things that you don't like or know how to do. That way you can still get the full picture taken care of. The third habit I have on my list to share with you all is the habit of investing in yourself. I actually do not like spending, like at all. So I remember the first time I bought a relatively expensive course online, I literally lost my mind. I was so anxious about it, but I did learn a very important lesson, and that is that something does change inside of you when you learn to invest in yourself. When you invest in yourself, it allows you to kind of accept that other people can invest in you too, right? Because if you can't invest in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to value you and also invest in you? But you should definitely invest wisely when it comes to things that are actually going to grow your music performance business and career. And for that, I would check out this video up here after this one, where I have a conversation with my friend Tyler Varnell, who is literally like one of the best there is when it comes to live entertainment for events. And he breaks down how he invested in gear that enabled him to go from $2,000 performances to 10K all day weddings. So definitely check out that video there to get some great tips on what to invest in as a musician. But regardless, invest in yourself in the small ways, books, in your learning, in your gear. Be smart about it, but definitely make the habit of constantly investing in you so that others will as well. Now, the fourth habit I have to share with you all is simply the habit of staying consistent. Now, I know for a lot of us creative types, we can get really excited about a bunch of different things and our life ends up being this ping pong game of all these different interests and directions where we want to go. However, I found that there's a great deal of value in being able to focus on a narrow path for an extended period of time, at least long enough to see some results in that scope. Give you an example. Back to the full-time music performance business, our string quartet was focused on getting weddings. And as you can imagine, that was a pretty easy mountain to tackle. But that's what you want. You want to go after something that you're going to be able to succeed at, and that's going to give you the encouragement to keep going and keep going farther once you tackle that first mountain. Fifth and final habit is the habit of doing our best to take care of your health. Now, this has been extremely important. I'm not saying I'm any glowing example of health. I do like to have fun. Ice cream is a regular routine. But I want to share with you 2 examples of why doing my best to stay consistent with getting some movement, some exercise has been super useful. And I'll start with the more embarrassing one. First off, for those of us in business, we know how sometimes things can be a bit of a roller coaster, if you know what I mean. So if you go outside, if you ever are in a bad mood, you go outside, you go on a walk. Even better, go to the gym and you lift some weights. I'm telling you, it's There's no better drug, there's no drug that can do what exercise does for your body. Your mood will change immediately. So don't take care of yourself for any long-term results, living longer. Like, no one thinks that way, like in the actual moment of going through the pain of exercise. Do it for the short-term benefits of now. Like, do it because you need to think better, think clearer, feel better, get in a better mood. That's why you need to take care of yourself. Second reason, this is maybe especially because I play violin, but anyone who plays an instrument at a high level, it's gonna take a toll on your body at some point. We gotta make sure that we're counteracting that somehow, and how we're moving our body and doing exercise and taking care of ourselves. So there you go, you're welcome. Okay, get excited for bonus round because I have one more tidbit for you all. And this one is going to flip the whole script on everything we just talked about, because I don't want to be sitting here and acting like it was because of my amazing habits that I was able to do X, Y, Z, and that's so cool and you should think I'm cool because I'm cool. No, that's not what I'm here to do. There's always outside factors, luck if you want to call it that, that plays into how everything will end up panning out in the future. Here's a few ways I was super lucky. I was literally so lucky to have such incredible music friends. I was super lucky to happen to be interested in a niche that happened to be a good market. I was also super lucky to happen to be around people that acted as great mentors for me and to happen to meet people that really showed me what was possible. But here's the thing, everyone can make themselves more lucky by equipping themselves with more knowledge, more resources, and more community. And that's why I'm so excited to share with you that free resource that I promised you at the beginning of this video for those of you who are sticking it out with me to the end here. And it's called the musicwork.com School. What it is a free platform for professional performance musicians to get together, collaborate, and learn. I'm sharing this all with you because up until now, this community has been invite only and we've been keeping it tight-knit. We're still going to be keeping it tight-knit, but we decided to open up the invitation to everyone within the sound of my voice to submit an application. So if you'd like to apply, you can go ahead to musicwork.com. You'll see a screen where you can join the free community, learn a little bit about it, the free resources you can find there. So that's that. But don't forget to check out this video right here I mentioned with my friend Tyler Varnell, where he talks about exactly how he became the most in-demand saxophone/DJ musician in LA. You can check it out right here. I'll see you there right now.